You say good evening or good night. Good night. Good evening. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Hunter, and we have sitting right here beside me, um, Dr. John Di Lemme, a good friend of mine, Italian, Jamaican, Italian,
Full-blooded Jamaican, man.
full-blooded Jamaican man
From Italy.
from Italy. from, from Italy, and we have a very, very, very good show lineup for you this evening. Want to apologize for a late start, and want to thank you for joining with us at Pathway to Success. Um, we're going to look at this is such a great show that I'm just excited. I'm so excited. But John Di Lemme is a speaker, author, entrepreneur, capitalism strategist, conservative, political commentator, and founder of the Conservative Business Journal. John is also the founder of the Di Lemme Development Group. I like that, Di Lemme Development Group, right, to expand the personal development industry. He has built a successful company and has built and changed many lives. John is also the host of the absolutely explosive, no holds barred, uncensored daily on CBJ Real News podcast show, bringing the real news to the American people. Recently, John and his wife Christy launched an online shopping platform. I like that. In addition, he created the We the People Fight Back. I like that. We the People Fight Back.
People together, that's right.
Events that empower, educate people to fight back peacefully for the future of America with their time, talent, resources, and associations. Time, talent, resources, and association. I love that. John, tell us, what did it took for you to have this success that you have today?
My Jamaican accent.
I like that.
No, first off, Dr. Michael and his team here, we love you guys, and we're great friends. We met now, what, I guess 5-6 years ago.
5-6 years ago.
In the gym, working out. And it's exciting to be back on the show again. Pathways. I want everyone, grab a pen that writes, take notes. I always say when I'm interviewed, I believe we got to take notes because when you take notes, you start learning. Once you stop learning, you stop growing. We live in a world that's very distracted. So the key to success is learning, and the key to success is realizing today is a present. Open it with expectation. It's a gift. The word present. How many of you got presents before in your life? Presents, correct? And it gave you a present. Like, I don't want to open it up today. Nah, we'll wait till tomorrow. No, you dig into it. It's a gift. Well, today is a present. So success really, it takes a decision. It takes goals. It takes to be around the right people. More importantly, these days, get away from the wrong people. For someone listening today out of live or during a replay, you're going to have to make decisions to remove relationships so God can bring in better relationships. And what's exciting about your show, Pathway. Pathway means a way of achieving a specific result. Go down that pathway. Yeah. Go down that path. Pathway to success. It's a huge name of your show. That's why I love the explosive effect here right above me. It's the pathway to success. It's like when people wake up, you're like, I'm making decisions and I'm on a way to success. Like when we were driving here tonight to your studio, we were like, where you? I was talking to my dad, who I know is on right now watching live. He goes, where you going? I said, I'm going to Dr. Michael Hunter's studio. Yeah. So right now, if somebody asks your listeners tonight, say, well, where you going to? You see, people, you have to have goals and dreams and a vision. Where are you going to? What pathway you on to? I believe right now that we're in a situation where the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the just. And I believe there's a transfer right now. I believe we're in a great, I believe the plane is landing at the airport, and we're now transferring to the next level in life. And I believe that's why we are the pathway to success. So we're excited to be here tonight.
We're so excited to have you. What do you stand firm on and strongly believe in your walk, in what you've been doing all these years?
Like yourself, and that's the reason why I believe we connected at the gym. Not only our arms here, Dr. Michael's arms are incredible, by the way. They're great. And remember, his story is phenomenal. Soccer player, focused, champion, athlete. We stand on the same values: family, faith, integrity, honor, work hard, provide for your family, do the right thing. And that's why it's so important, because you have to ask yourself every day, what are you doing that's right? I tell people, just don't do what everyone else is doing just because you're doing it. Do it because it's right.
Right.
And that's what creates success. And we live in a society right now where there's so many distractions. That's why I specifically said take notes, because especially people on the smartphones are like this, and they're on 94 different thousand apps, and that's just distractions.
Right.
See, there's distractions and there's decisions. Decisions change a life. Distractions destroy a life. And I would write that down.
Powerful.
Decisions change a life.
Wisdom.
Distractions destroy a life. You see, the devil works in distractions.
Yeah.
And that's all this stuff is. A lot of the technology is distract. That's why face-to-face, hugging on people. Same as to all the COVID nonsense. I remember we were here, I think we were here in the midst of all the fiasco, right? And it looks like we're alive.
Yeah, we're alive. We're alive and
well. My wife and I traveled to 14 different states over like 5-6 months. We never changed our lifestyle. I mean, it's so important, and someone needs to hear that tonight. Step out in faith for yourself. Get on that pathway to success. And success, you have to be a leader.
Yeah.
See, leaders make decisions. Followers are distracted.
Yeah. Wow,
so important. So important.
Leaders make decisions. I like that keyword. And followers are distracted.
It's distracted. Well, I'll think about it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let me, the famous prayer closet. Get out. Get out of the closet already.
Right.
Praying is great, but faith without corresponding action is dead. Pray while you're acting.
Yes.
David prayed while he was taking a slingshot. Right? God, just get my focus down, baby. Bam. I mean, that's what he was doing. And I think, we live in a society right now. That's why everyone watching this, it's about success. I want to challenge all of you. Something people say too, Michael, is they always say, you don't know my past. And this is a deep statement. Today is Sunday, February 27th, correct?
Yes.
It's Jamaican time. It's actually 7:30 Eastern. The show went live, right? So it's 8:30. So
we're in Jamaican time.
Right, Mom?
Yeah, man.
Right, man?
Yes, Jamaican
right?
time.
It's all good, Jody, right? Right? So it's good. It's awesome. But you have to realize, Christy, can you tell that I'm actually live on the show right now? They're calling me during the show. She'd actually enjoy watching me live. So when you look at this, you say, well, today, everyone goes, well, you don't know my past. Guys, pay attention, because this is such a huge statement. Tomorrow, February 28th, guess what today is? Your past. So the decisions you make today predict your future. So you can stop using the excuse, well, you don't know my past. Well, I do know your past. It's today's decisions.
Right.
See, if you get a hold of that, your future's wide open. And that's the problem people have is they rather have an excuse pity party versus a decision celebration party. That's a big statement.
That's a big statement.
Because right now, I mean, that's when you look at success. Success is the achievement of a goal. Pathway to success. When God gave you that title of your show, Mike, understand, don't take that lightly. Pathway to success. And usually when you're going down a pathway, especially if you're going to someone's house, you don't stop and look around. You're going down a pathway. You're going down to ring that door and go in. I mean, it's a pathway. Problem is people just don't get on it. They get in the pathway and then they hit a hurdle, they hit an obstacle, and go, oh, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe God's trying to tell me something. Yeah, God's trying to tell you, it's Noah time, baby. Build that ark. Go. So it's powerful.
I like that. You're such a great motivator. You're inspiring. You stand for strong American values. But many people think many people think that you're a man of controversy.
For me? No.
What would you say to those people who have such a thought?
People don't want to hear the truth, don't like the truth.
Right.
And controversy means you're stirring it up.
Mm-hmm.
As obviously you're a pastor. This is obviously a secular business show, quote unquote success show. But obviously, you run a church and ministry. When Noah was building the ark, it was God who closed the door. And so, you know what, Noah? Enough. They've had an opportunity, close the door. I'm a man of controversy because I speak the truth for America. I love America. I love the flag. I love everybody. Yeah. I love Jesus Christ. I love to pray. I love traditional marriage. I love the ability to earn income. I love capitalism. I love legal immigration. I love putting America first. That's what I believe everybody loves in this country. Yep. So it's that 3%, we talk about Karens, the 3% Karens that will just annoy you. Jody, you like that, right? It's the problem is those are the 3%, especially here in Florida. You have people that will just think like if we get too close, like if I hug you, you're going to die. I'm not dead. I am not dead. We're alive. Mm-hmm. I mean, so controversy means what you're doing is changing the narrative. And I want to dig into this for a second. When somebody, like you ever heard of the word, the story of like a documentary, when it's a documentary and the documentary kind of is not being said it's not a film. It's not actors and actresses. It's somebody narrating the documentary. So right now there's a narrative in America where other people are trying to document what's going on and narrate things. Like I'm a racist. You just got to be a moron to call me a racist, right, Dr. Michael?
Sitting right beside me.
But I mean, I say that because that is the weakest narrative someone can say, because I've never seen color. I've only seen character. You could be black, white, blue, and be an idiot. It doesn't make a difference. And that's something that's because people don't want to create division. Start with controversial stuff. And the problem is with me is I'm not going to back down.
Right.
I was on the stage debating many years ago during the presidential candidacy, right? That was back in, I think, October of 2020, I believe. We were right here on.
Yeah, I was right here. We had it on the debate right here on Pathway to Success.
What do? I didn't get fired up, did I?
No.
I laid out facts. I had a list of facts, and everything I said was going to happen. Has it happened? Abortion has skyrocketed. Yes. Illegal immigration has skyrocketed. We're now heading into World War III.
Yeah.
I mean, I just went to CVS because we were on Jamaican time, so I got a few kind bars. The supply chain in America. Yes. You look down the aisle, there was nothing there. It was $9.99 for a box for a can of cashews. I said it in the church on this altar, quote unquote. Yes. Now it's obviously a success studio, but I said when you focus on other countries, our price will go up in this country. So controversy, I change the narrative because I speak the truth. And when people don't want to debate, hear the truth, they make up. So it's easier for them to say, well, that's controversial. You're a racist. You're homophobic. You're this. You're that. No, it's just what I stand on, and it's the truth. Right. So, and I love to debate people, but that's where controversy is.
And what I like about you, you're not afraid to speak. You never back down.
Because when you have the facts, you don't have to back down. You don't have to hide.
Right.
I mean, that's the issue is when people hide from the truth, they're not truthful. They're the ones that are saying the false narratives. I mean, imagine if we re-had that debate again. Right. Let's go back to my list we had, correct? I mean, let's be realistic. I mean, so that's what, and I believe all of you. I mean, Jesus was controversial.
Yes, he was.
The disciples, which stands for discipline, they were controversial. Yes. David was controversial. Yes. Daniel was controversial. Yes. The 3 young Jewish boys who wouldn't take a knee in the pizza oven
were controversial.
Right? Controversial. That goes back to not taking a knee for the flag back then.
Right.
But everything in the Bible is interesting, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And right now with Noah and the ark, building the ark, I mean, so controversy is good. And some of you listening, you should be more controversial. You should be bold and courageous and stand up and stop cowering down. Stop. Well, that's just for them. Well, that's compliance. I talk about communism. Communism will kill you. Yeah. Communism, they're out to just kill you. And the first letter in communism is compliance. If you comply just a little bit, it's a seed. Just a seed, and then it's over.
Wow. Oh my God, we're enjoying this show. So informative, such great wisdom being shared. You have written several books.
20 books, as a matter of fact.
20 books. I like that one. Sure. Making capitalism great again.
It just got destroyed the last year. We got to make it great again.
We got to make it great.
We have to make it great again. I mean, we have to make capitalism great again.
I like this. And where can, if anyone need to purchase any of your books?
On our online shopping platform, which I like you did that in bio, is conservativemarketplace.com. It's 2 words, conservativemarketplace.com. So take the word conservative, word marketplace, put it together, conservativemarketplace.com. And you'll see categories of books, and we self-publish our books, and they're available on Amazon, but we want to drive people away from Amazon and purchase through our marketplace because I autograph them and we self-publish them. And we send them out to everybody, and everything's 95% of products you offer are from American-made companies. Like all these quote cards, all the quotes I blessed you with. Yeah. These are printed here locally by a local printer here in West Palm Beach, Florida. So when people invest in my quote cards, they make a purchase, we purchase from the printer, and then we ship it. And we ship them to them. Everybody wins with capitalism. Everyone loses with socialism.
And I like this. The ABCs of socialism versus capitalism.
Yeah. I mean, because you came to America for a horrible life, right, Michael?
Yeah. No. I came for a better life.
A better life from Jamaica. Better life. Jamaica's a great country,
right, but everybody comes to America for a better life.
For what America has to offer, which is capitalism. And inside the word capitalism is capital, is an asset. Yes. Same as you had an idea one day. You said, Jody, I got an idea. Let's start to show pathways to success. That's a capital. That's an idea God gives you. God gives you an asset of an idea, which is capital. And then capitalism is the actual tangible public fulfillment of the distribution of the product or service. That's capitalism. And in capitalism, everybody wins. People get hired. Products are created. Innovation and creativity, it's God's talent working through you. And socialism, you sit home, quarantine, watching on Zoom, freaking out, watching the negative news, and what happens? You gain weight, you get fearful, you don't tithe, and you're a mess. That's called socialism. Is that true?
That's true.
What they did. Is they want to keep you. People are meant to fellowship.
Right.
People are meant to be together.
Yes.
And social media is great, but you got to be around people. So socialism denies the right for you to achieve success. And I believe right now, because my whole family came from Italy in 1913. 9 of them, with $17 in their pocket. 2 weeks on the boat from Italy over. And I always make a joke saying that's the reason why there's so many Italians named Tony.
Right.
Because in the forehead it says to New York. They just focus. Like, I'm going to New York. But they came here. I mean, my family came in 1913, and I have in my office, and I think you've seen it before. I have their legal immigration papers where they sign and they committed to add value to this great country of America. And they came here ranging from age of 9 to age 16. $17 in their pocket, and 9 of them lived in an apartment on 116th Street in West Harlem, New York. And they woke up that next day and said, and I get the faith bumps, the goosebumps. They wake up and got in America going, I'm in America. Let's go to work.
Let's go to work.
Let's go to work. That's capitalism. That's all it is.
Yeah.
See, fundamentals don't change, like soccer. Let me ask you a question about soccer. Dr. Betsy, who you're going to meet, she was an NCAA Division I soccer player. And she was actually at the soccer game today up in Orlando. And I'm going to bless you through Dr. Betsy. She's got a beautiful suite in the 50-yard line of the soccer field. Right, Christy? Is she on? She's probably on Dr. Betsy Live now. I told her about it. And when she played NCAA Division I soccer, and you played soccer professionally for 17 years, correct?
Yes.
Did you ever play soccer? Guys, get ready for a wisdom bomb to be dropped live on the Pathway to Success and Dr. Michael Hunter show. Did you ever play soccer without a soccer ball?
No.
Why?
Because we need the ball. That's what we use to get to go where we're going.
It's a fundamental.
And also we needed also to score a goal. That's what we need. And that's the instrument we need.
And fundamentals never change, right?
No, never change.
See, capitalism never changes.
No.
The same people that came in America in 1913 and wake up that day and work hard is existing today, February 27, 2022 in America. We're in America, and there's a soil. And when we talk about making capitalism great again,
yes,
it's like when something's destroyed,
yeah,
you take a seed, and guess what? That soil knows what to do. And people go, what are you doing? I am making that field great again. I'm making this community great again. We are making capitalism great again. Even as I sit here tonight on a business show, success show, being obviously around you as one of the most anointed men of God I know in your family, we all talk about the seed process in the Bible, right?
Yes.
I believe, and I said this as we were preparing for the show, I believe we're in the greatest times in America ever. I believe the soil is so prime for people who said, like David said, and enough is enough.
I agree.
You get to the point where enough is enough. And all of a sudden God says, you know what? Like the Gideon boys, 1%, I can trust in them. You ain't never going to have to pick up a weapon, but just follow me. But it's the 1%.
1%.
So it's so important. That's what making capitalism great again. And even when I rolled out Conservative Business Journal, that's obviously my main website, conservativebusinessjournal.com.
What motivated you to write?
Because I have a background in business. I was the first one to graduate college in my family. I graduated #2 business student. I had a major in marketing, a major in management, a minor in psychology, graduated #2 business student. I had a full scholarship opportunity to LIU, Long Island University, to get my MBA in business. So I've been reading and studying business my whole life, and I've been reading the Wall Street Journal for as long as I could remember. I mean, I don't remember a day I have not read the Wall Street Journal. One morning, God woke me up as we were building our, speaking success business. I do a lot of business coaching and consulting and so forth, and speaking at a lot of events. God gave me the message of just, because I believe in taking notes. I'm always taking notes. So I wrote down conservativebusinessjournal.com. And God said to me, it's time to bring the business back to conservatives, because something's going to happen in this country where the conservatives are going to be taking a beating. So now what I do is I publish writings and produce the real news based upon conservative values. Right. So Conservative Business Journal was created out of the Wall Street Journal mindset. Same as where you got Uber, that was created out of the the transportation business. So I believe Conservative Business Journal will be a multi-billion-dollar online, offline media publications and outlet, just like as we're producing real news for people. So that's where Conservative Business Journal came from.
That's amazing. That's awesome. So you're such a genius.
No, I'm just staying in my gift. And I believe all of you are geniuses. I mean, nobody, ask my wife, I'm not a genius. She'll tell you that in a second. Right, Christy? No, I can't keep the bathroom clean, the kitchen clean. So I'm a genius in my anointing. Mm-hmm. See, people get in your, fine-tune your anointing.
Yeah.
See, get where, because so many people are a fish should be in a fish tank. A fish should be in a table like this. Stop trying to be everything. Be what God has given you talent and do it. Get in that pathway, but get around the right people, hire the right people. And I speak, people go, oh, John, I would hire you as a business coach, but I can't afford it. Well, you can't afford not to have it.
That's true.
Because look where you're at.
Right.
I mean, you ever see people on Shark Tank? I'm just like, take the deal, you morons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're worried about 3% versus 3% of a million versus 3% of a billion. Like, people are afraid to invest. It's the old parable of the talent story. It's, sow that seed and God will bless you. So we live in a society right now where people, everyone's a genius. I talk about this in my book, Champions Are Born, Losers Are Made. And for all the people that say that, well, Di Lemme's just jumped on this movement a couple of years ago. I used, in the Bible, the book of Proverbs, right. there's God used the word fools a lot, right?
Yes, he does.
Well, there's an Italian version of the book of Proverbs where we convert it to idiots. So instead of saying fool, it says idiots with a Z. So when all the idiots that call me controversial, oh, Di Lemme, you're just pro-life because you're trying to sell something. All right, idiot, fool, biblical word, right? God, right. How many times did God say fool in Proverbs? Many times. So in the Italian version, we call it idiots with a Z, idiots, New York accent with it. Well, this is a book I wrote. Actually, I wrote this book in 16 years ago. It's published in 2007. So this is 2007. So it's 15 years ago. And it's titled Champions Are Born, Losers Are Made. And the whole first chapter is about being born a champion.
Yes.
Where there's 1 million sperm, and of course there's one focused woman. There's one egg. Men are all screwed up. And it takes just one sperm and one egg, and you're born a champion. Right there. That's a baby.
Yeah.
That's a genius. God said, I have formed you in the womb. Oh, by the way, and there's only 2 genders. You want to get controversial? Here we go. There's 2 genders. Right? Because you can't change your prostate.
No.
I'll say it again.
No,
you want me to get controversial?
No, you can't get controversial.
Because you keep the question up for me to look at that. But seriously, because some of you have to realize you are born a champion. You're listening to this tonight. Move forward. God birthed you a champion. So I wrote this book about 15 years ago about being born a champion because you've never been in that much competition in your life ever before.
And these books can be accessed on your...
They're all available on conservativemarketplace.com, or you could also visit conservativebusinessjournal.com, and you'll see on there our store tab, and you go on there and you'll see all the categories. And then, Christy, are you commenting everything on that too? Yeah. By the way, your daughter Jody's awesome.
Yes, thank you so much.
Producer here in the studio.
She got it from Dad.
That's great. But I think it's great how we met, though. It's so important. Cool. I think even as we met, Michael, God knew our story.
Yes.
5-6 years ago, there wasn't such a controversy about this racism
stuff. Yeah.
God knew. I mean, I've never seen color ever.
Right.
I mean, and
I'm amazed that people would even make that statement that you're racist.
All the time.
I'm shocked because you're not. Never been. Never been.
My best friend growing up in my neighborhood was Fenton. Mm-hmm. Fenton's afro was bigger than his room. He wasn't Italian. We've never seen color. Right. I think all of you have to realize that we live in a society where that narrative, that's such a weak narrative. It's the last card somebody can play. If they have nothing to play on, they will play that. They'll play that and a homophobic card. That's where people have to realize, and what that does, it's a distraction.
Yeah,
it keeps you on one step out. Who do you think you are, guys? Look, if you're not creating controversy, you ain't moving forward. I mean, a pathway of success, you're going down a pathway. I mean, you're moving, stirring it up. And the people that call people racist, they're the racists. I'll say it again. Anyone that says you're a racist, 99% of people that call me and my wife racist, right, Christy, are the racists because you just tell by their character traits and associations.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Wow. Well, we're going to take a short break on Pathway to Success. Then we're going to come back. You have an event this Saturday,
which I'm excited because we got you speaking. I'm excited to
paint the state red.
Keep the state red.
Keep the state. No, we're going to paint the state. No, sorry.
Keep the state red. Look, you ready?
keep the statement right here.
Yeah, Dr.
I like
Michael
that.
Hunter. I'm excited to get your voice out.
Thank you.
There'll be 200 people live at an event, and right here in Palm Beach Garden. I'm excited for people to hear your story.
Yes.
I'm so excited, but I know we got to take a break.
We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back here with Pathway to Success. Great job.
Good.
Our next guest is a staunch defender of capitalism. He's John Di Lemme.
There is no positivity from socialism. It's total manipulation. Communism will kill you. Capital is something in your mind. It's a dream. It's a vision. Socialism is a snake. It got in the house. It slithered in. Just a mask, just this, just that. Now you're in.
With us today, he's the author of Making Capitalism Great Again.
And I say, don't do anything. Sit home. We'll send you money. We'll give you this. We'll give you that. And then they completely control you. You can make a decision today that changes tomorrow forever. Today's your day, and God can make your dreams all come true. America was built on freedom, and capitalism is the freedom to dream, the freedom to produce, the freedom to risk. And inside capitalism is the word capital, is an asset. It's something you own, an idea, a vision. You're going to see, Gary, in the next 2 to 5 years, the greatest move of ideas, innovation, creation ever. Creativity is God's secret weapon against the enemy. Do not let anybody manipulate your mind, because today is the most powerful seed for your future. Everyone loses but the big-time politicians. Right now, we're in a Moses Red Sea scenario. We're in a David and Goliath scenario. We're in a Daniel scenario. Today could be the day that you step out in faith, you take action, you sow a seed that allows God to process your dream and your vision. God gives us talents to create, prosper, earn income, be able to tithe and bless others. Innovation is a weapon God gives us to counterattack the deadly moves of communism. The acronym FAITH, find answers in the heart. In your heart is the answer to all these problems. They don't want you to earn income to bless others. I truly believe, big problem, big opportunity. Many of you have been praying for an opportunity. God will give you a problem to see an opportunity.
This is great.
Are you looking to advertise your business? Look no further. Pathways to Success is offering 3 30-second slots each Sunday of the month for $100. Please contact 561-331-1524 for all inquiries.
Welcome back to Pathway to Success. I'm your host, Dr. Michael Hunter, and I'm with the one and only John Di Lemme. I'm having a great time. I like this. This is one of my favorite books out of many he has, but Making Capitalism Great Again, and how to maximize America's booming economy.
What kind of economy?
Booming economy.
Booming is a good word.
Booming is a great word. It's a great word. And I would really like people to get a copy of these books. And I keep asking, not to sound repetitive, but where again? I want them to get these books. This is another one. Champions are born, losers are made. This is so inspirational. It says, The Inner Secrets of Leadership, John Di Lemme. You should try to get one of these books. Go online, one of these books. I like this one also. 177 motivational success quotes. That's a lot.
To destroy your life.
No.
To
put your life on the path of a championship.
That's right,
To live the championship life. I like this. And this is very powerful. Empower the champion in you, demolish procrastination, achieve lifestyle freedom, annihilate fear, strengthen self-belief, drive out indecision. You can get this book also.
And that's something, Michael, I want to talk about the word procrastination.
Yes, let's speak about it.
The word procrastination is deadly. And once again, as you said earlier, you guys can visit our main website. It's conservativebusinessjournal.com, conservativebusinessjournal.com. And on it, you'll see a little store tab that takes you out to our marketplace, which is conservative marketplace.com. Procrastination and action are exactly the same. They're decisions. We go back to when we began the show earlier about decisions versus distractions. Right. And I want everyone to realize this is such a timely show because we're coming to the end of the second month of 2022. So what you do is take the first 2 months and coach yourself. I coach people, which means you sit on the other side of the table and you lay out your results. Okay, these are your results. To become a professional soccer player, you need a coach. You need someone that's out there to challenge you, to make you the best you can be. And what happens is people procrastinate and they overthink something, and then that's where that distraction gets in. So when you're fully motivated, and not the rah fake motivation. The word motivation means the reason or purpose for acting. What's your goal? What's your why? What's your purpose? For all of you listening that are of the Christian faith, you should become. Your goal should be whatever you tithe last year to your church, times it by 10. If you gave 1,000 last year, 2022, make it 10,000. See, we don't set giving goals. We don't set getting goals. Right. We set giving goals. Because you'll never see in any of these books of mine, you'll never see a larger boat, a bigger home, a fancier watch, no tangible items. We all talk about giving, and giving is the key. And procrastination, and we live in such a society where people think if they check their email 64 times a day or they're on 94 different social media platforms, that's action. No. Sometimes that's distraction from looking at your results and making a decision to get on that pathway to success. So we have to demolish and destroy procrastination. And like we talked earlier, go back to that foundation and rebuild with the right roots. Because we have a root issue in America. We have to rebuild those roots, because you could change the fruit. If you don't change the root, the fruit's going to come back. Yeah, that's true. That's the issue. That's true. That's the issue.
This Saturday you have an amazing event. I really want to. Can I look at this?
Paint the state red.
Yes.
Keep the state red.
Keep the state red event, Palm Beach Gardens, March the 5th. Is this Saturday?
Next week, next Saturday the 5th.
This Saturday, right?
Yeah, this Saturday.
5:30 p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m.
No, it starts at 3 for you.
It started at 3 for me because I'm on Caribbean time. So if I get there at 3, I'm on Jamaican time. But what gave you this concept to keep this event?
Because Florida's a great state. Florida's a free state. Florida had a record-breaking number in the last year of people coming to Florida, of tourists. A lot of people up north that do not like conservatives, the ones that call me racist. A lot of them vacated in Florida, right? Because we were free, we kept businesses open, schools were open, people make the right choices for themselves. So we know that there's a war in Florida to destroy our conservative values. And the problem is we have to get together with like-minded people. Yes. So my wife and I, we were actually doing these events prior to the little challenge that came in, quote unquote, the virus and the pandemic scenario, but they shut everything down, which I totally disagree with. That process. So we were doing events called Keep the State Red. We get together with local patriots, conservatives, like-minded people that have the same values of us. People just get encouraged and empowered to be around the right people. And then they leave that event to take action, to then encourage others, and so forth. So it's a free event, and I'm Italian, so we have free food from 5:30 to 7. We got some free hors d'oeuvres, and for those of you, we'll have a place for you guys can get some, some iced tea and some soda and so forth. We'll have a cash bar for you. We also have some great gifts when you guys come on in. Yeah. Some conservative gifts and some great, as we say, swagware, as we say, and gifts. And what's exciting is we're highlighting some local people. Lisa and Tommy, who started a group here called Trumpsters Tuesday Therapy Group. They built a group to 850 people. Yeah. And they get together every Tuesday and just get together with like-minded people to just encourage them to go out into a world that's tough sometimes. Yeah. And then we got Dr. Betsy, who's a patriot physician fighting medical tyranny in America. She's been a doctor for 20 plus years in Volusia County. And then we got Dr. Krista Kremensky, a holistic health practitioner who wrote the book 6 years ago, How to Destroy. She wrote a book called 8 Secrets to Destroy the Pharmaceutical Industry, because she knew Big Pharma, was out to kill us. As you know, in the Bible, we talk about pharma, as you know, the word pharmaceutical, or however you pronounce it in the Bible, is in there. So that's interesting. So she'll be there. And then we got Frank Valentine, who's a legal immigrant, and he started Firearms of America, a phenomenal story. And then we got Ian Ferrari, who's a superfood entrepreneur and is gold and silver medalist in cycling like you. He's a champion. Unbelievable American-made story. And then Who's the guy right there?
Oh, the person looked like a Jamaican, Dr. Michael Hunter. Oh my God, I'm on. Wow, that's it.
And it says right here, pastor who refused to close his church during COVID and former pro soccer player.
Yes.
I'm so excited to introduce you to so many people, Michael, because that night we'll be live streaming, so that will go out to tens of thousands of people. It's limited to 200 people locally.
Right.
But I mean, we have people actually traveling from 12 hours to drive in for the event. So, I mean, anybody's welcome to come.
This is going to be an event, an inspirational event.
Inspirational, motivational, event, encouraging event.
Do we have any more space? Because I know it's almost packed out, but
I think we're like 27. Yeah, and the tickets are free, and you guys can go to keepthestatered.com /keepthestatered.com, or else you can feel free to call or text us too, and our direct line is 561-847-3467, 561-847-3467, and or you can visit keepthestatered.com, because if they get Florida, America falls.
Well, Florida. I don't think Florida will ever fall. Florida's standing strong.
They're after it. I mean, they got to realize, we're in a war. I mean, you would not want this state to become a New York, and I'm a New Yorker, full-blooded New York, from New York. You hear the accent originally. New York got destroyed by the elected officials.
Yes.
I mean, New York City is a city to never sleep. It's done. I mean, New York City. I mean, you can't you can't have a meal or go to a gym without a double vaccination card. Are you out of your mind? That's communism. That's Nazi Germany in New York, because de Blasio was a pure communist. That's a control. That's called government overreach. When the government gets in your business and doing overreach, that's government. Government should be small. People should be strong. But that's why we have the Constitution. So that's why we have to keep the state red. And so it's gonna be a great night. It's gonna be a great night. Great people. We have some fired up people coming, I can tell you. And I'm excited because Michael's gonna have a special red jacket on. Right? we went.
You want to come out and see me in my red jacket?
Oh yeah.
Don't miss this event on March the 5th, 5:30 to 10 o'clock p.m.
Yeah.
And this is. Do you normally go to different states and have these events?
Well, I'm blessed to say that I travel the country speaking at events.
Yes.
This specific event theme is for Florida. Keep the state red for Florida. Yeah, that's just a local event.
It's a local event. But you have done many other events as a life coach.
I've spoken in every state across the country, every province in Canada before Canada became communist Canada. Because that's brutal. I mean, I always say the greatest politicians in America was truckers.
Right.
I mean, you have to realize, we're in beautiful Florida. I mean, Canada went. The Canadians just said enough was enough, and that truckers convoy was absolutely that showed people. I gave them the courage and boldness. Yes. I've been blessed too. I've spoken Jamaica 4 times.
Yes.
Overseas, I've been speaking for many years, encouraging and empowering people.
That's great. So I mean, with all of these speaking engagement, you have seen many results because you're a man of results.
And that's what it is, And I want you guys to write this equation down. It talks about how we started this. At the beginning of the show, about a pathway to success there's an equation. I say decision plus action equals results. Is every single day, because we're looking about pathway to success. Well, where you going to? What's the result? So I want you guys to write this down. Write down decision plus action equals results. At the end of your day, you have to be truthful. What were your results for the day? Physically, emotionally, financially. How did you move forward towards the achievement and advancement of your goal? So I'm a very results-oriented person. But through that, you're going to have to address yourself. You're going to have to look in the mirror or be accountable, write things down and go and remove things, replace things, tweak things, fine-tune things. That's why I say I'm a results-oriented strategist.
Yeah.
People go, John, what does capitalism strategist means? Capitalism, earning revenue, developing, building a business, innovating, creativity, and then strategy is defined as a systematic plan of action to obtain a goal or objective. And what we do is we strategize. When you take a look at something, what worked, what didn't work, and you tweak it and fine tune it. Because if you have the same problems now, February 27, 2022, right, and they're worse in 2023, everybody who was around the last year, get away from them because they haven't challenged you.
That's true.
So that's why when we talk about pathways to success, we talked earlier about decisions and distractions. It is so important. That's why I wanted to highlight that word procrastination. It's the end of the second month. At the end of the second month of this year, spend some quiet time. Turn off all the technology and look at your goals, physically, emotionally, financially. I mean, I'll be 57 this year.
No, you don't look at you.
I'm looking at over 17, right?
No.
And, you know, physically, God gives you a temple. That's why I'm proud of you. I see pastors that look like, you know, Humpty Dumpty. How could you be Humpty Dumpty and be a pastor? Is that true? Now, guess who doesn't guess who doesn't like that? The guys that look like Humpty Dumpty.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm the guy that's got to call you out because I care about you.
Yeah.
See what I just said?
Yeah.
Because how could you pray for healing
When you're not.
when you got pre-existing conditions? When you're sitting eating fried chicken and chocolate milkshake, you're 400 pounds in the name of Jesus. No, in the name of gluttony. See, now some of that, guess what? We just created controversy.
Right.
But it's very important. But what happens if that guy listens to me and says, you know what? No one's ever said this to me, Di Lemme. I wasn't born like this. So what happens if you transform and next year you get yourself healthy, you're 100 pounds lighter? How much better could you anoint and lead people? See, that's coaching.
Yes.
See, most people, that's why this is not this self-help rah-rah junk. It is, let's get down, let's change. And that's why I'm considered a man of controversy, because I will call people out.
Yes.
I mean, but why? Because I care about them.
Yes.
You know, I care about them. So
And that's very important, because some people you have to really call them out and show them the way that a better way. Let them recognize that they're on the path of destruction.
I mean, I remember somebody, my wife will tell you, this is what, I guess 20 years ago, Chrissy, 19 years ago, I had somebody tell me, it's like when a guy has an ego, wants to tell you something like he thinks he's a hotshot, he goes like this. I'll tell you something, John. I've been in Florida, I was down here for like 2 years, because I've been in Florida for 15 years. Guys don't wear suits in Florida. You got to wear your Tommy Bahama shorts and shirts. I said, no, I dress for success.
Yes.
And guess who's more successful now, me or him?
You are the one
And
successful.
he's just a mess. He's still stuck. He's still praying about the same stuff for 19 years. Because when you dress like a slob, your business will be a slob. If you're a leader and if you're a speaker and you're up there influencing, you want to dress for success.
Yes, you have to.
And then people, oh, it's controversial, John. Here we go again. But maybe that's a direction you need to tweak. You know, and I say that because it is so important in life, especially the theme of your show, Pathways to Success, as we have the red star exploding above my head, which is great. I mean, that's just the next level. It's like the next level. So important. So important.
So important. And so in this event, this what's your next event? Because you're always traveling across America.
Our next event we're having, which is our 2-day We the People Fight Back event, which is over in Naples, Florida, which I want to speak to your producer here, Jody, to have you come out and speak at that event. We're gonna have an awesome event over in Naples, Florida, and that's going to be an awesome event. That's a full 2-day event. We have people. We just finished one 6 weeks ago. We had people in from 26 different states. We completely sold out, and lives got changed. I mean, tears were shed. I mean, just a review file we have from people, and it's so important too from a capitalism strategist perspective. Make sure before you do business with someone or go to someone's event, watch their reviews.
Yes.
Make sure people have achieved from being around that business or that event, you know, what you want to achieve. And that's something I teach in my book about reviews and customer service.
What is your view right now? Wow, the world is in a spiral because Russia just invaded Ukraine.
How much time you have left?
What I mean, what's your view on that? But also, what should this government have done? Our present
resident.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use the word president. Resident. I'm good friends with Tom Homan. Tom Homan's a former director of ICE. He's a great friend of mine. He'll be speaking. He just spoke at my event 6 weeks ago. And Tom Homan has served under President Obama. He served under President Clinton. He served under President. He served under Reagan too, right, Christy? Reagan. He served under Reagan. And he says this is the first president I don't respect because not one policy is doing anything for the American citizens. So we have the weakest administration in the world's history in America. And when you're weak people that think they're strong can take advantage of you. And Putin is a bully. Putin is a communist, and Putin wants to take Ukraine back and make them a Soviet Union. So he is just invading right now. But what he did not expect was we the people in Ukraine. I just did this on my podcast show last night.
Right.
We the people in Ukraine are fighting back. They want their sovereign freedom, and guess what? They can't hide out in a socialism check.
No.
They can't sit home in a Zoom and listen to a weak government.
No.
They got a country they're going to defend, and they will go down. Zelensky is a courageous, bold man. He's like, I am not leaving. He's calling Putin out because Putin also realized he just hit a situation that he didn't expect.
Right.
These Ukrainians are not leaving. I mean, they're talking about the Second Amendment. That's why be very careful. There's no such thing as gun control or gun rights. They want to take your guns. See, in America, we have guns.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
a believer in the Second Amendment.
Right.
A strong militia will support you against, obviously, a tyrannical government. And right now, they're actually giving guns to citizens in Ukraine to defend against the invasion. So right now, America, we have to pray strong. We have to pray the David and Goliath prayers. And, you know, I believe Ukraine and Russia, but Putin's evil. I mean, Putin is a communist. I mean, he's Soviet Union.
Yeah.
And that would have never happened under the last administration because put America first.
Right.
I mean, and I mean, it's gonna get interesting. Literally, even by the time we began the show, between just in the last half hour to an hour as we began, and we don't, it's changed about a second.
Yeah.
But you know, you win. Strength creates safety. You can't be weak. You can't cower to the camera. I mean, look at because what it really did in Ukraine. I mean, just look at the law enforcement in Chicago. Look at the law enforcement in Los Angeles. Look at the law enforcement results in New York City. They're weak as could be. It's the homicides, the murder rate. I mean, the crime in New York City is brutal. There's no leadership.
Right.
So right now, there's no. I mean, look at Biden. Just look at him.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine if you had the conversation when I had the debate with that young man on your altar that night. I would say, are you proud of that guy? The guy don't know where he's at.
No.
But there's a boatload of people around him. That remember, it's not just him; it's everybody around him that's taking the money. I call it mafia money. They're all part of the crime. Anybody that writes, because we have a few questions there. Not that you and I will ever follow a script, but there's a teleprompter.
Yeah.
So anybody who's writing his speech for him, they're part of the criminal activity. Anybody who went and built his fake desk at the fake White House, they're. Now remember, that's controversy.
Right. It's controversy.
Well, let's be realistic. Talk about pathway to success. Would you want him on your board? Would you want him to play in your soccer team?
Oh no, no.
I wouldn't want him to thumbtack the green through the screen on the wall. I mean, let's be realistic, right? But that's controversy.
Yeah.
Now, some of you may not like me for that, but let's be realistic. I love America, and right now you have to pray for Ukrainian people that are out there. I mean, there's moms in there, and there's dads fighting for it.
Yeah.
I mean, they're great people.
Mm-hmm. That is so true, and it's so powerful. So what does America need moving forward?
We as citizens, we the people.
Yeah, we the people.
The first three letters and the first three words in the Constitution: we the people.
We the people.
We the people to stand up, get around the right people, like-minded people.
Yes.
As you said earlier, remove some relationships with people and set your goals, set your vision, and work hard. There's a labor shortage in America, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Big
one. I tell people, run ads, and this should be controversial once again, but run an ad: vax-free, mask-free environment. Mask-free, vax-free company looking for patriotic workers to work hard, support your family, earn an income, and we love our clients.
Yes.
And support local businesses like the sponsors you have in your show.
Yeah.
Everyone watching this, instead of fast forwarding through the commercials, watch the commercials. We're like, hey, wait a minute. They're supporting Dr. Michael Hunter's show. They're supporting his show. How can I support that business? Because in my book, I talk about it. 94.8% of America is small businesses, 10 employees or less.
Right.
So when we support small business America, Biden and all the socialists, and how about Bernie Sanders, that other bozo, and Bernie Sanders, those communists can't win.
Right.
So that's how we change. In the next 5 years, I believe there's going to be a massive disruption in America. I believe that's why I say that the greatest American politicians is Canadian truckers. Because we woke up one morning to a convoy of truckers in Canada.
Yeah.
Because the truckers said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with these mandates. I'm done with pulling. I'm done with these vaccine passports and quarantines. And this is their career, is their trucking. So they said enough is enough. So that's how America's going to change. I believe you're going to see people fall to the wayside, and you're going to see God rise up the warriors. There's going to be the Gideons. There's going to be the unlikely who's going to become the likely.
Right.
There's going to be the Davids. For 40 days, Goliath was standing there. For better than anybody. You're a preacher. For 40 days.
40 days.
He stood there, and David said, "You know what? I'm so." And David had to get through the pathway. His family, get out of the way. His family, get out of the way. Move. Goliath, looking like Nancy Pelosi. Oh no, I just say that. No, I just said that. Sorry, Joe. You got to edit that. But I mean, but for you say to yourself, wait a minute, this giant just aggravating, annoying, enough is enough. Stop it. And David picked up the rocks and God said, yes,
Right.
yes, that's my boy. Because you got to act.
Yeah.
Some of you go, you're praying. Faith doesn't make sense. And I get fired up because there's thousands and 10,000, thousands of you listening. One person acts like David, you change your life.
Yeah.
Change your life. So that's how we're going to recreate this country in that. And that's
Right, we
what
step out and make change.
you make change. But you got to realize, inside the word challenge is change.
Mm-hmm.
Same as when I said the statement earlier about the pastor who,
Yeah.
you know. But guess what? Guess who doesn't like that? But there's people listening. Oh my God, I'm glad he said that because I bring my kids in front of him. And what if he? But you get like that. I mean, that's inside the word challenge is change.
Yes. Inside the word challenge is, I like that.
Yeah.
Inside the word challenge is change. Maybe you should write a book on that.
I got it right here, the affirmation book.
Affirmation book, right there.
The most challenging decisions you make in your life would be the most profitable. Right here. You see right here. This is affirmation 198. I'm achieving new results simply because my new actions guarantee it. Same as I knew I had to interview with you today.
Right.
And I'm very focused. I don't take this lightly. This is a serious, God has got me in this chair for a reason. There's tens of thousands of you listening. This is not a game to me. This isn't likely. I have zero ego. I'm very focused. I literally had a gallon of water ready today.
Yeah.
I already did a 5K row. I already did 57 push-ups. I already read for an hour to get my mind ready to teach, to share a word that will transform someone's life. It's very serious to me. This isn't a game. That's why people go, well, John, I want to be a speaker. You can't want to be a speaker. God's got to give you a message to deliver.
Right.
You know, I mean, but that's a very important statement because I see people selling like speaker coaching.
Right.
Become a speaker. How do you become a speaker? It's like me, become a Jamaican. I can't become a Jamaican. Like, I'm not Jamaican. Right, Christy? Like, become a Jamaican, right? So I say it, so it's, this, for all of you guys, get serious in life. And, something else that I teach too, which another quote is preparation guarantees confidence. Prepare and you be confident. Go into your business, go into your day prepared. Imagine if I said, oh, Michael's interview's 6, so we got here what 7? We got here at 7. Let's say we went out on a party, drinking, eating like junk, and woke up, got him half asleep. My pathways is guys, get focused in life. And I talk about this in my book about the grand opening mindset. Mm-hmm. Make capitalism great again. Same as you guys are moving to a new studio. The first show you do from there, you're going to be so excited. That's that grand opening mindset. So it's like every single day, make today as if you're opening a business for day one. The grand opening mindset.
I like this.
Now we're going.
If you make the habit of giving a main priority in your life, then you'll be blessed beyond all your goals and dreams that you have ever imagined achieving. I like this also. And also another quote that you have right here, quote 27, give someone the opportunity to have their life changed by setting a championship example for them. This book is good. These books are
Say that
great.
one again, please, Michael. That's
Give someone the opportunity to have their life changed by setting a championship example for them.
In other words, close your mouth and look at your life. Mm-hmm. Without talking to your actions, I call it the double A. Actions and associations, do they inspire people? It's very, very important. People try to talk something.
Yes.
People call, well, Michael obviously hears from the Lord. Many people that hear from the Lord, you didn't hear from the Lord. Right. You do, but most people don't. And you go, well, the Lord told me. No, he didn't tell you. You're making excuses. Be an example.
And there's another quote in quote 27, and this book is so good. Oh my word, I have to get one for myself.
I'll bless. I'll sign up for you right now.
Thank you so much. You're going to sign one for me right now. I'm so excited. Motivation. I'm going to read one, not one, several every day.
Because it's interesting. How many of you heard of Zig Ziglar? Zig Ziglar is one of the top speakers. Mm-hmm. I had an opportunity to be on the Zig Ziglar show in Dallas, Texas. How many years ago, Christy? Probably. That was before we had the nice lights. Remember that? I was soaked. The room was so hot, and it was that.
You had on your tie anyway.
Everything, always dressed for Zig. That was years ago. And this was about a month before Zig passed away. I said, Mrs. Ziglar, if you could relive your life over, what would you write more books of? He says, I write more quote books. 2 months later, I had that book published. Wow. I listened to Zig Ziglar and I published my quote book, and that is one of my top sellers because it's short, sweet, to the point. Yes. Mike, you know what? That one right there. Now, guys, look. Look. Michael runs a church. After he reads that, you got to sow a financial seed into his church because that's wisdom.
says, expect supernatural miracles every single day of your life.
Say it again.
Expect supernatural miracles every single day of your life.
Because people ask you, what are you expecting? Supernatural miracles today. That's good for you. Get away from me then. Because you're not expecting nothing. I don't want to be around you.
I really want people to get this order, get online and order these
177
books, 177 motivation. It's amazing. I like this one also. It says, if you have been negatively labeled by society, this is powerful, then I want you to tear that label off right now. That's good.
The next 4 words.
A label is lie. This is powerful. A label is lie. The miracle inside of you is larger than any label on the outside. Wow, that's powerful, John.
Because
that
society,
is so powerful, John.
Because that's
wow.
People get labeled. Well, you don't know. Let me tell you, you're getting around Dr. Michael Hunter and Di Lemme. They were a little crazy. They're controversial. Michael never closed his church. You got people hugging each other. They're going to know. Anybody die at your church unless you're
No.
Anybody? No, your church is exploding, right?
It's exploded.
Yeah, because it's called the natural immune system. That's
the name of the national immune system. I mean, you need to come out and join us.
I mean, if you stay home in a hazmat suit by yourself on a Zoom, it ain't gonna happen. Get around people.
Get around people.
Right.
And another thing things I'll go through these quotes all day. I have to have a pathway to success. We have to have another interview with you speaking on these quotes, because these quotes inspire. I'm being inspired right now. Just sitting right beside you. I'm being inspired just reading these quotes that you have written. Quote 32 said, your dream will change your daily actions. That's powerful. Your dream will change your daily actions and take you to places that you have never seen or considered before.
And that's very important. You got to ask yourself a question, because whatever action you're taking today is speaking for your future. So your actions speak louder than words. We've heard that. Yeah. So your actions speak louder than words. I mean, I'm excited about your new studio, which is actually closer to where our studio is and where we live, because we really got to we have to get people inspired around the country. I believe we're in the greatest move. I believe we're at a Red Sea moment. As you know, I was blessed to be on CBN. I was blessed to be on Christian Broadcast News Network just last week, and also Dove TV on the show Focus Today. And I talked about, I believe we're in a Red Sea moment. I believe we're in a Moses Pharaoh moment. I believe we're in a moment where your back is against the wall, where you have faith in God and Gideon. I mean, we all know these stories act. Yeah. But your dream will change your daily action. You want to get healthier? Start eating healthier. Get around healthy people. You want to start getting financially stronger? Start tithing. You don't pray about tithing. No. I'm going to pray. What are you praying about? Because anyone that prays about tithing is hanging around other people who pray about tithing, and they're stuck. Right. I mean, that's another thing that challenges me.
You always say something in the gym when you and I are in the gym. You and I are the only person that would go into the gym and row for 40 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like time. You said something. I asked you one day why. You said, Michael, it's like time.
Yeah, because what happened, I'm 57. I've been working out since I'm 13.
Right.
I've been working out for 43 years of my life. And I remember one day there was in a gym, and this guy beat me working out. And I saw him doing this row machine. Right. And I'm like, bro, that thing is easy.
That's easy. Yeah.
I get in the thing, it's about a minute, 2 minutes. I'm like, I can't even breathe. Versus I'm on a bike riding for an hour.
Right.
So now I've rowed millions and millions and millions and millions of meters a row. And I row every day 5,000 meters.
Well, that's good.
Because it challenged me.
Right.
You only grow through challenges. And we live in a society where a pharmaceutical drug or a counseling session can't change you. No. It can assist you. There's a season for that. But you have to have an exit strategy. You know, if you're on antidepressants for 10 years, they're not working.
No. Oh.
You know, get around people who aren't depressed, and you won't be depressed. Yeah. I say that, John. Once again, it comes to controversy. See, and I want to build up to that, because people who don't want to hear the truth think I'm controversial.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember when someone said, John, you know, your business, you're going to start talking too much about conservative values and American values. What's going to happen? They were worried. We've exploded because God's the one that will take it down that path. Yeah. But that daily action is the key, because especially today being February 27th, let's say we're close to 60 days into the year. If you look back, 60 days is a seed. You put 60 seeds into your future.
And there's another one, John. I'll be going through this all night tonight.
We're breaking
every
records
day.
for people live online right now.
I want to break this with them.
Right?
Quote 33. Your ultimate success is always hidden by problems.
Oh, say it again, Mike.
Your ultimate success
Chris,
is always hidden by problems.
I gotta give him some money on that one.
That's a powerful one. In solving them, listen to this carefully now. I want those who are attentive to listen to this. In solving them, you acquire the skills you need to be a great leader. It's powerful.
It's powerful.
Powerful,
because you look at that, but because right now there's problems.
Yes.
Inside, because many of you, and especially those of you that pray, you pray for break. Remember, what did Solomon pray for? The wealthiest man that walked this earth. He didn't pray for a lot of it. He prayed for discernment. He prayed for wisdom.
Yes.
Basically, he prayed for discernment, wisdom to solve a problem.
Right.
Right now, we have huge problems.
Yes.
Biggest problem in America right now in business is customer service.
Yeah.
We're waiting for 2.5 days for an AC guy to call us back. You want to build $1 billion business?
I went through that.
Please. You want to build $1 billion business? Hire me as your capitalism strategist. Hire me as your business coach. Let's build an AC business. We can do $40 million in South Florida.
Yeah.
We're waiting 2.5 days for an AC guy. Customer service.
That happened to me.
Yeah.
Just last week.
So it's a big problem in South
Big
Florida.
problem in South Florida.
So big problem, big opportunity. Because look at Uber and Airbnb.
Yeah.
Airbnb did not create hospitality. Airbnb provided a better solution to people who were dissatisfied and frustrated with hotels.
Right.
Uber, I mean, obviously, I'm from New York. I wake up every day in New York. I can't wait to get in a cab.
Right.
They smell good. The shocks are awesome. They show up on time. Well, like cabs, if I have to deal with a cab, I'll deal with a cab. Then Uber came along. What did Uber do? Solve the problem. More effective, more efficient distribution of a product. And that's what that is. And right now, there's a problem. I saw it in just my career, writing and speaking. That's why my goal. If you notice, I didn't put business coach. I put capitalism strategist.
Yes.
Because I want people, believe in America. I want you to, like, dear in a business, let's get together. Allow me to strategize, and let's take your business to a level you've never been to before.
Yeah.
Like that's what I talk about, transforming America.
Yeah.
And so many of the ideas and innovation, but it's a big problem. And Christians pray, and you're praying, well, maybe God gave you a problem of a financial challenge. Guess what? You've been praying. Guess what? Let's say you're massively in debt right now, and you haven't been a tither. That's a problem. Start tithing. God brings an idea. Guess what? You have a testimony. Because inside the word testimonial is test.
Test. Yeah.
The only way you have a testimony is when you're tested.
Tested. You're right. That's true.
When you're tested. So that's why. And we got serious. I mean, there's serious problems in America right now, which gives great opportunities. I mean, like our event right now, people have problems with events. You know, putting people at events. We have a problem. We had to call the hotel to make sure we can go up over 150. I mean, we build relationships with people. We communicate. We call all of every single person tonight that goes on to during a replay that goes to conservativemarketplace.com, purchases the book. My wife will call you, give you a personal call, give you a personal email, and every time we mail something out, every single package you mail out, there's always a bonus. Yes. I have bonuses for you guys tonight, as you know.
Good. He always comes in with gifts. Always come in with gifts of bonus.
Because my grandfather always said, anytime you leave someone's home or business, it's an honor that they ask you to come by, leave them a gift. Yeah. Now, I don't want to bring you a bunt cake.
No.
So I brought you some frame artwork. Because you know what, in Italians, all we have is bunt cake. Excuse my accent, B-U-N-D-T, right?
Right.
That's how you spell bunt cake. You know the big bunt? We said, we see that. Here's we always bring a cake over.
Yeah.
We live with a cake. Gifts, old school. Everyone, let's go back to old school. Get around people. That's why I can't wait for your studio, because we're gonna have some surprises.
We're gonna have some surprises.
Because imagine this event, we have 200 local people. Yes. Imagine 100 of them at a show there, once a week, live at the studio.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. But John, I love quote number 34, and I could go quoting for the rest of the night. Ask yourself, what can I do today to improve my daily championship action steps? I like that. That will ultimately lead to the achievement of my true purpose.
The pathway, lead to.
Pathway.
In other words, at the end of your day, and I talk about this in my book.
Yes.
I talk about it in my 10 Life Lessons book and my Make Something Great Again book. At the end of your day, ask yourself, what can I do? In other words, what can I do better today of my action steps to lead to a better future? When we be truthful.
Right. It's good.
What can I do?
What can you do?
In other words, it's not what your family can do, your mom and dad. What can I do today in my daily championship action steps? No one ever breaks an ankle taking a step.
No.
Walking forward, one step at a time, moving forward, and you plant the seed, and then you review your day today. So I can improve this. I can improve my phone calls. I can improve my marketing pieces. I can improve my attitude. I can smile better. I can listen more. You know, I talk a lot of here, but I'm a very astute listener. You know me from the gym.
Yeah.
I was always quiet.
Always quiet in the gym. Always.
Except you and I came in. Yeah, man.
But
But I'm listening, because the word listen, when you rearrange the letters, is silent. Same as the word live, because God wants you to live your life. But when you rearrange the word live, the comment is it's evil. Because evil and live are the same letters. It's just how you speak it. You see, live and evil are the same words. Listen and silent are the same words.
Wow.
Letters.
And in quoting, oh my God, last quote I'm going to do on the program because you'll be back from the inspirational John Lemme. Just as the butterfly must struggle to shed its cocoon so that it can fly, we all must struggle out of our adversity to achieve the level of success that we desire. That's very powerful.
This is actually the first book I wrote 20 years ago.
20 years, yeah.
Called 10 Life Lessons on How to Find Your Why Now and Achieve Ultimate Success. And I used to be, that's a real head. I used to be 80 pounds heavier. Yeah. So when I talk about Humpty Dumpty, I was Humpty Dumpty. Yeah. I used to, and that's like a jib-jab head on me. Jib-jab head. But people go, I said, that's a real picture of mine. But in his book, it says the purpose of problems. Yeah. And just when a caterpillar says, how much worse can it get? Bam, becomes a butterfly. Yeah. You see, we have to struggle. It's like working out. Like I've rode millions and millions of meters rowing. The first 1,000 meters, I can't stand them. Yeah. Like I rode today from I think it was 3:30 to 4:15. I did my row, my push-ups, and some stretching. Every first 1,000 meters seems forever. Yeah. Yeah. Because you get on, you're going, you're not sweating yet. It's just, you struggle, but then when you get in the zone, you're going. So it's like, sometimes in life we have to struggle. Yeah. God's got to put you a struggle to learn, to grow. So just as a butterfly must struggle to shed its cocoon, and I talk about this in the book about the process of where I once heard a story of when, finding the exact page, but I can just tell the story. And in the book I write about it, when I heard a story about when someone tried to, maybe gave him a pharmaceutical drug or gave him a little too many counseling sessions, and he actually cut the cocoon, and the butterfly died. Because the butterfly needed that, you got to build your faith muscles. So if that person came along and cut that cocoon, it didn't grow his faith muscle. Yes. That's like when people take steroids, athletes. Like Ian Ferrari, you're going to meet, superfood entrepreneur, tremendous champion. He's a cyclist. Top cyclist. And we talk about Lance Armstrong as a loser. Yes. He took performance-enhancing drugs. He took steroids. He's not a winner. He cheated. Yes. He's a cheater. Yes. He's not a champion. He's a cheater. So Ian Ferrari, who you're going to meet, is a champion. He trained naturally and won a gold medal and silver medal. That's a champion. People who take steroids are losers. It's true. Guess who doesn't like that? Guys who take steroids. No. On controversy again. You see this process? Yes. Who do you think he is? Oh, go ahead. And who do I think I am? I'm a champion. You're a champion, right? Of course I'm a champion. So that's why the butterfly. Just think about that. And I saw you, Jody, kind of just agreeing with you around that. In life, there's so many struggles you go through. You're going to have to build that. I call it a faith muscle. Yes. Faith muscle. Because you don't know. Because some of you have been through so much in life. That was a season. Utilize that season for your strength. God has put you through something for a reason. There's a reason for a season. Now let's go get it. Let's go get it. And quote 36. And I'm going to quote 37, and then we're going to, when we don't have struggles or obstacles to overcome, you know what happened? We become complacent, become lazy, and that's what that's socialist. We become a socialist. Yeah, become a politician. Yeah. We're having a great time. Our pathway to success. You like that one, right? John Di Lemme. I like this. We become a socialist. We become AOC. So what you said, when we don't have struggles or obstacles to overcome, we become complacent, lazy, passive, and a socialist. That's what I got to update my book, but it's true. It's true, right, Jody? Because people go, I'm gonna sit home and do nothing. And I talk about this. No one ever got the stimulus check and go, I'm gonna tithe on. That's not a blessing from God. We're so complacent and lazy. People complain. That's like talking about a pathway to success. Yes. The difference of a swamp versus a beautiful rushing river is walls.
Yes.
It's something that takes that swamp, makes it move. A swamp just sits there and it's that green, disgusting, dirty scum. It's horrible. It smells. All we do is put some walls, put some discipline, put some goals, and you start building, you start pressing it. All of a sudden, that water starts going. It starts rushing. And you start to be able to enjoy that. My wife and I, we're champion kayakers.
Yes, that's good.
No, we're just joking in North Carolina. We're a kayak. I'm not a kayaker. It's not my talent. I'm not a genius kayaker. Don't kayak with me. You will not come out.
And I'll go on top. And in closing, I am a champion palm tree. Now, I love that. That's unique, the way you put it together. Never heard anyone put this together like this. I know that I can sustain the hurricanes in my life because I paid the price and my roots of faith have grown down deep. This is amazing to close on Pathway to Success tonight.
Especially all of you here in South Florida, and even behind me, the Pathway to Success, it looks like a palm tree. If you take a look at a real palm tree, not the fake pink ones you buy at Home Depot or Lowe's and you put them up, and you know this as a champion landscaper, correct? A palm tree grows into the storm. If you guys go along the ocean, you see the palm trees. They actually grow. They go through storms and they lean into it. They're growing through the storms.
Yes.
And they stay consistent. Every day they grow. Consistency is what the enemy hates. So the palm tree has huge roots.
Yeah.
Same as your accent. I've known you for how many years?
You have known me for 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
You sound like you're from Jamaica. Yesterday I sounded from New York yesterday. Because guess what? An accent is part of your soul.
Yes.
An accent is part of your spirit. And we have an accent because I was born and raised, and my dad's listening to that. My dad's 92. He just turned 92.
Happy birthday.
He texted me, not on you. I said, we're in Jamaican time. We'll be on But my dad's 92. My mom's 90.
Right.
We're married 69 years. And I got their accent from them. So who you're around, the average, like the young boy. Who's the young boy? Chris, the young boy was here earlier. Christian. He's awesome, a young boy. He's got such a spirit, such a smile. Him and his teddy bear, his smile. And I gave him a little gift. I gave him one of my eagle quotes, and the eagle was biting my face and squeezing my big fat Italian cheek, and he's biting my ear off. Just the spirit of a young champion. And I look at him and go, that's why we have to be the examples. We have children.
Yes.
We have children. We have to mentor and be examples for in America. That's why we do it. So a palm tree goes, bring the storm on, bring the controversy, because time will tell its tale.
Wow.
That's what so a palm tree, and especially for all of you that will see a palm tree, if you notice, it grows. It doesn't hide from the storm. It doesn't quarantine from the storm. It builds through the storm.
Yes.
So that's why like when Channel 25 News comes on, like, well, we're gonna have a tropical storm. All of us run around with an umbrella, freaking out. The palm tree is like, been through this a zillion times. Bring it. That's we have to realize in life. It is something. That's what talk about a pathway to success. Success is just a result. Kind of to recap, tonight's awesome show. A pathway to success. You're going to have some storms. You're going to have some journeys. You're going to have some obstacles. I mean, look, 17 years as a professional soccer player, right?
Yes, I am.
How many goals did you miss so you can make a goal?
I missed several goals before I could score more goals. But I never stopped. I continued.
When you look back, the only reason why you became a champion soccer player was because you learned through the ones you missed.
Yes, I learned.
That's a big statement.
And I go back and I reassess what I did wrong, and I practice.
How important is coaching for you? How important is someone to analyze you and say, Michael, who loves you, tweaks you, couldn't play as good as you.
Yeah.
But he tweaked you as a coach.
Yes, he tweaks me. Yeah. He tweaks me as a coach and got out the best out of me also. And there was some stuff that was missing that he imparted in me that I needed to get to the next level.
And that's what I do as a capitalism strategist. And I see the question, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I believe we're going to create the greatest wealth in America's history in the next 5 years. I believe as people listening right now, you have ideas, you have businesses, work hard, let God bless you, tithe, create your business, innovate, invest with the right resources. Facebook, who's angry? Someone's angry at me? I see an angry, a controversy. You got angry.
Who got angry?
Oh, no.
Oh, no, we don't worry about it.
We got angry. Come on, Karen. Karen's angry. Sorry, Karen. Is that Karen angry? It's all right.
Lorraine is on.
Who?
Lorraine from Texas.
Oh, Lorraine from Texas. Lorraine is awesome. Lorraine's one of our major sponsors, major supporters, because we got canceled. Our business, we can't ever run an ad from Google again. I'd be another whole show.
Oh,
I'm one of the guys that got canceled. I mean, the big tech tried to steal. I'm banned on LinkedIn for life for an abortion article. I'm very, very pro-life.
And you're banned for that for life. I know I keep saying the last quote, but this is
Your
so
show.
good.
We got nowhere to go. We're good.
I keep saying the last quote, but I recognize
What's
that.
interesting is we mentioned controversy. We surged. We went up 300% of watches. Right?
Yeah,
Because
people just start coming on.
God brought people
Yeah.
to us when we got stronger. This
Yeah.
was live, right?
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is live.
Yeah. No, I'm saying this is live result. We know from
Yeah.
the viewership.
Mhm.
Pathway to success.
That's what the success. And quote number 39 says the most important season for a seed is the rain.
Oh yeah.
And I want to listen to this now. Without it, the seed will wither and die. Your tears are the rain that will breathe life into the seed of greatness in your heart.
Because I mean, just think about that. We talk about, as we began the show earlier, talk about America making capitalism great again. It's a soil. It's a foundation. America was founded on capitalism.
Yeah.
It's the soil of America. Why you came here? Why my family came here from Italy? They came here for the same soil.
Yeah.
A landscaper, right? The soil. This, no matter what happens, you plant a seed. The seed knows what to do. The soil knows what to do. But if you have no rain,
Right.
you go buy a fake pot at Home Depot. You need the soil. You need a rain.
Yeah.
I mean, you need rain in life. It's our tears. It's our season. But that's what you're learning through, and then you learn from that, and then you apply and you adjust. I mean, it's so powerful because people sometimes they stay too long in it. You know, they don't want a rainy season, but that's the only way you're going to grow.
Yeah.
I mean, I went through my season. We went through in our life last couple of years, especially being controversial is but that's what brings people around because
Controversy sells, they always says in show business.
same as you call controversy.
Yeah.
You didn't close your church during COVID.
No,
Anybody
they
dead?
thought that was controversial. No,
Yeah.
I didn't want to die.
Anybody die?
No.
You look better than ever.
Yeah.
His hair changed.
Yo,
Look at him. He looks younger than ever. He looks better than ever. He looks younger than ever. He looks awesome like that. A blonde Jamaican. I love
A
him.
blonde, which is the first blonde Jamaican I've ever
Great.
really seen.
Supernatural.
But-
I'm expecting supernatural. The next time we're on the show, I'm going to see you sit next to Mike. Your dad'll have blonde hair next time. Joey, right? Supernatural, right?
I'm going to go to code 42. I know I
Yeah.
keep saying we get enough, but this is too good to get off this early. Extinguish the negative perception of pain. And that's very important because a lot of people have been going through that. People have spoken negative things against them and all these things. Extinguish the negative perception of pain out of your life. Pain is your rain. That's powerful. Pain is your rain. Without the pain rain, you're not going to have the nutrients needed to see the seed that will produce your harvest and manifest your championship.
Quote number 142.
I like that.
Or quote 42.
Yeah, quote 42.
Even as I'm listening to you read that, I'm just giving glory to God. That God gave me the talent and skill to actually just transform that and write that. When you read that, because when you look at that, you say, extinguish the negative percent. A fire extinguisher comes, extinguishes it. Because so many of you, when you're about to act, what you do is you replay the tape of somebody somebody needs to hear this tonight. Somebody needs to hear this now tonight. Yeah. People that are afraid of your growth will try to negatively, emotionally control you, especially in relationships. Weak men are afraid of strong women.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
You get
that's true.
You get strong women. And then you get a weak man who tries to control them.
Yeah.
Did you ever get like that? Did you ever get the situation when you see like the guy just always, you see a woman I see them at the gym, they're very fragile, they're scared.
Yeah.
And they get controlled by someone because they're actually weak. So that's why when you look at this and that pain, you got to, you can't have that perception, that when people, because you're born a champion. Because all I know about everyone listening tonight, the tens of thousands of you tonight, is I know somehow you're listening live either through this or through the replay. Is however you got connected, you're at the right place at the right time for supernatural breakthrough.
Yeah, this is powerful. And also, oh my God, I like this. Code 46. Well, let's look at code 45. Champions of a cement commitment. I like that. Is your commitment built on sand or cement? Commitment's
everything. I mean, right here in my book, the 10 Life Lessons, first book I wrote. That's the 10th book I wrote. But this book, the whole lesson number 2 is about commitment. It says, few things in life have as much power as commitment. Commitment turns average or inactive people into what the military calls a full metal jacket, a bullet that can penetrate great obstacles. The character trait of commitment does that. Yes. And that's why A cement commitment means you can't budge. I
No.
mean, right now, like when I sat down in this chair tonight, I didn't say I hope this chair can hold me up.
No.
I knew it has a foundation under me.
Right.
So a commitment, and it says right here, commitment is a serious, even sacred pledge to do or be something. It's hammer hard determination to achieve. You should have people actually leave you saying, you know what? I don't want to hear any more about your goals. See, even though I'm committed, I have a serious commitment to my kids. I have a serious commitment to my church, to my ministry. I'm tired of George Soros and his communist money. I want to be a multi-billionaire and shut down this fiasco. So I want to go out and build but have a commitment, a cement commitment. Can't be budged.
Yeah.
No one will ever, change my commitment, change my lifestyle. No one, a commitment is, another one of my quotes is, commitment's proven when no one else is looking.
That's good.
And right now, we're in, like when you're a champion soccer player. I mean, training.
Yeah.
That night too, like when you meet Ian and you guys are champion athletes.
Oh, you're going to be hanging out, having a good time, laughing, talking. Going to be great.
Training is the key. Commitment. People get committed, and committed doesn't mean you get more Facebook likes. Get committed. Sometimes get off. We'll stay on our show right now, but get off social media a lot and get learning. Get people go. Oh, John, I buy. This is the best one. I get your books, but I don't read anymore. That's the problem.
That's the problem.
John, do you have an ebook? No. Buy a paper. Buy the book, invest in a book, grab a pen that writes. Look, I tell people, if this book is torn up, your life's not torn up.
That's true.
Right? Read, get learning. Start learning, start reading, get off the phone. Jody, get off the phone. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, obviously we're producing a show tonight, but grab a pen that writes and take notes and study and reread and then you get inspired and motivated. Then you pick up the phone in your business like, wow, you just sound better. You believe more. And all of a sudden you increase your price point. You get creative and you get come with product ideas and these different opportunities. I mean, that's what success is about. As you saw on the and it's funny when I talk about Christian Broadcast News Network, it's seen by millions and millions of people, that show, CBN. Yeah. And I remember when a producer came on, he says, John, we have your segment from 1 to 16 minutes, which means if 1 minute they interview you, bomb, you're off. They shut you off. Right. We went 18 minutes.
Wow.
Like tonight, we're going 18 hours, which is great.
Congratulations.
It's an hour and 22 minutes. We're just beginning.
Pathway to success. Normally, everybody gets half an hour, but you have gone an hour and 22 minutes. So this is. We just turn the clock off. Just turn the clock off. We're in Jamaican time.
But it's important because there's so much being covered tonight.
So much.
Because we're going to break shackles on people's lives.
Yes.
Because by this time next year, you could say February 27, 2022. I heard the controversial Dr. Michael Hunter was a racist dilemma, and it transformed my life. Now, seriously, you'll hear something that you see. You know what? For some reason, he sounds like he was speaking to me. And I made a decision to change, to start to work hard and build my business and believe more. Just believe more.
Believe more. Persistence is the root habit of a true champion. Always remember that. Persistence is the root habit of a true champion.
How many times did you have to kick that soccer ball before?
Oh, many times before I got it in the goal.
That's persistence.
Persistence. Sometimes
did you ever think about quitting, not kicking?
No, because sometimes when even our team practice was over, I would still stay an hour after.
Say it again, Michael, to your audience.
When the team practice was over, I stayed an hour after.
Why?
Because I had that persistence to succeed.
What was your goal with that? What was the goal?
My goal? Yeah. My goal with that, I wanted to score goals. I wanted to be the one that brings the team to the next level. I was determined to perfect myself, to be better at what I'm doing.
What was your nickname?
Engine.
Say it again.
Engine.
Because I remember one time I interviewed you for my show.
Yeah.
And Engine.
Engine. Yeah,
Why?
They call me the Engine.
Why?
Because I'm the one that keep the team going.
It's awesome.
Awesome. I'm the one that keep the team going. And that is why when everybody's excited to go to the locker room and get their meals, I'm still out there kicking the ball for another hour.
That's a champion.
That's a champion.
Pathway to success.
Because I recognize that without an engine, then what's going to happen? The team won't move forward.
And that's why in life right now, we need more engines.
Yes.
God needs more engines. God needs that 1%. God needs that Gideon.
Yes.
Because remember, when we talk about, that process of when God could just trust you, 32,000 men to just 300, just 1%. And some of you have to, you can't take most people you're around right now with you.
No. Oh, no. Never.
Never. I mean, you're from Jamaica, and you played soccer for Sweden, correct?
Yes. But in Switzerland, not for
Switzerland?
Sweden.
How many Jamaicans were in Switzerland? How cold is Switzerland compared to Jamaica?
Extremely cold. Extremely cold.
Was there any blonde Jamaicans in Switzerland?
No, I'm not. The only blonde Jamaican I've seen is on the set of Pathway to Success in the studio up there. My word, I'm still amazed that we really had a blonde Jamaican.
I expect supernatural miracles every day.
Every day. We want to thank John Di Lemme.
Thank you
for coming out. We had a great show, inspirational, one that increased our faith to the next level, one that gave us equipped us for the challenges that are ahead, but also equipped us to make a difference in this great country of the United States of America. And these books, again, these books are so more valuable than getting a Rolex watch or a Lamborghini. These books has everything in it that will inspire you for life and will inspire to become a champion and a great capitalist.
That's right, and it gets you the inspiration and motivation, and not fake motivation.
To be a leader.
It gets you. It just takes you to the next level. Get you to become a leader. Yeah,
it does.
Yeah,
it does.
What are some of the comments? I see there's hundreds of comments. What are some of the comments, Jody? You got another minute, Michael?
Oh yeah, Alex. We're not in a hurry.
Well, because it's good to see when you see what Joan says. I'm
so motivated.
I'm so motivated.
Pain is your
That is so. Pain is your Joan. That is so important. I love your last name too, Joan Liberty.
Joan Liberty. Hello, Joan Liberty.
I'm so motivated. I mean, motivated means because as a writer and I teach, and words have three. People call me a wordsmith. I'm an expert when it comes to words. The words have three derivatives: Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. That's where words are derived from: Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. Well, the word motivation means the reason or purpose for action. Like, what's the reason or purpose for action? Amen. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. Build faith muscles. That's right.
Build faith muscles. That's
right, Sam. Fire on
absolutely.
that snake. That's right. In Jesus' mighty name. That's right, Sam. You're awesome. I'm being so blessed.
Yes, that's powerful.
That's
powerful. In closing, I'd love to ask you this question. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Closing.
You and I building one of the largest media companies out there.
Yeah.
I believe God put us together for a show for you and I back because I love to ask you more questions I believe he and I can do a 2-hour show weekly, especially since we're local.
Well, we're going to do it. That would be great.
For us in the next 5 years, I see Conservative Business Journal. I also see the book. My goal is to strategize with 10 companies and take them to $1 billion level. Yes. I believe it's time to get conservatives to become multi-billionaires. I believe it's time to have more wealthy churches in America. I believe I want to be able to coach and consult and strategize with people to have them become more successful than ever. And conservativebusinessjournal.com to be the #1 news media outlet for real news in America. Real news from both sides. Yeah. We did not mention Democrat or Republican at all tonight.
Right. No,
it's conservative values.
Conservative values.
Conservative Business Journal to be one of the most read news media sites on the internet today, which we do very well now, but for the whole world to know who we are in reference to changing the news and getting the news out.
And for those who are in Florida, wherever you are in Florida, you can journey out to Palm Beach Gardens, March the 5th at 5:30 to 10 p.m. And oh my God, John Di Lemme probably features speakers on a variety of topics that encourage and that empower, and encourage Americans to fight back against the radical left. I like this. It's going to be very powerful, and you should come out for information, right?
Yeah, they can go to keepthestatered.com. The word keep, then the state red. Keepthestatered.com. It's gonna be a great night. Great night. We have people coming in from 12 hours away. We're coming from Louisiana, right, Christy? Up from Louisiana and down here. People want to be around other people. People are scared.
Yeah.
The people are scared out there. I mean, just to be around the right people.
Yeah. So this is going to be a great event.
And something else too. About 5 years from now, I don't want people to be controlled by the radical fake news. Like, we can't be controlled by the media. The media is controlled because media. I did a show called Blood Money. Right. Is like you have your sponsors. Right. They are people who have jobs that have a microphone, and all they're doing is reading a teleprompter by someone who's giving them a false narrative. I want 5 years back to a free and open system of journalism, because journalism used to be, you go to a soccer game, you watch a game for 2 hours. Right. Somebody as a sports journalist will take notes, recap it, and then broadcast it. That's reporting the news. I want real reporting, I want real broadcasting, and I want real journalism. Yes. That's what we need in America.
That's what we need.
We don't need a a false narrative.
Mhm.
I mean, that's what will revive this country.
Yeah.
Is a true narrative.
I like that. I like that. Well, you have heard it from the inspirational and motivational John Di Lemme. I want to thank you for joining us on Pathway to Success. And wow, in closing, John, what is the bite of the week? I'll go back to my.
Oh, yeah, and then also for any of you guys listening to, if any of you guys that are on Telegram, and I want to talk to you, I want to talk to Jody about putting guys on CloudHub or Rumble. You guys can also follow me on Telegram. At my channel is CBJ for Conservative Business Journal, CBJ Real News, CBJ Real News for Telegram, Rumble, or CloudHub. And we're going to take this whole show, Michael, like the one we did of you and I did a 90-second. We have close to 200,000 views on CloudHub.
That's good.
On a video.
That's
So
good.
you guys can follow us at CBJ Real News on CloudHub, Telegram, and or Rumble. And obviously visit conservativebusinessjournal.com. And for those of you that want to stay tied into what we do, just put your best email address in there.
And quote of the week: your fruits in your life are solely based upon the roots that you have been developed by the seeds that you have planted. I'm Mr. John Di Lemme. Have a great week. Have a great week. And thank you for joining us again on Pathway to Success. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.